Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome to the chat. Hope everybody's having an awesome night. Keith, how you doing? I saw you up in here early. Ground fog, what's happening, brother man? How you doing tonight? Another awesome Friday night. Another week of rain up here in the Northeast, but hey, you can't win them all, right? What can we do? Um, yeah, not too much going on. Yeah, I've been busy not busy, but yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft has been on vacation this week, so tried spending some quality time with her. So um, yeah, chaos. It's amazing how that happens. It's already 8 o'clock. How you doing, brother? Welcome to the chat. How was everybody's week? Anybody? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, if you're up in the Northeast, I think it's most of the Eastern Seaboard. We've been getting hammered by trash weather all week, but yeah, brought out the monster drink for tonight. But yeah, not too much going on new here. I figure Mrs. Bushcraft is on vacation, so spend some quality time with her and get back to the YouTube and hardcore on Monday. Justin, how you doing, my man? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, and the internet is running like poo poo soup up here as well. So yeah, we haven't had a day in the past week where it hasn't rained. We had like a half a day. I think Wednesday was a half a day, but other than that, we've been getting nothing but nonstop rain and more rain. It's raining right now. Yeah, and it's worse. I don't mind the rain in Florida down south so much. At least it's a warm rain, but up here it's that cold, damp, miserable. Like you know what I'm talking about. Um, but yeah. So hey, has anybody watched that series, The Last Kingdom? I've been watching that with Miss Bushcraft lately, and that's quite the show. Yeah, I threw it in the title there of the video. I'm not sure why, but that whole destiny is all. Yeah, I just found that interesting. Interesting show. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend it. Um, there's Miss Bushcraft there. So she's on vacation, but she's still going to hang out with us. Everybody wants to hang out with the cool kids, even the missus. So, but it's okay. We can probably still burn some stuff. Maybe I'll just lock myself in here. So, how is everybody doing? Yeah, yeah, Justin. I think I'm like into the fourth season of it now. And I think Mrs. Bushcraft has seen like half of each season. I end up staying up a little bit later watching it, but really interesting show. Um, I know it's been dramatized for TV because what hasn't nowadays. It's not 100% fact, but it's a great story to follow. Um, but yeah, really interested. Uhtred, son of Uhtred of Babenberg. Yeah, great story. If you haven't, if I don't know if you're into that sort of thing, but if I think I'd put it along the lines of Braveheart and Vikings, things like that. Great show. Yeah, I think yeah, Justin, the first Vikings, I saw the entire thing, um, and yeah, that was a great show. I started watching the second one, the Vikings Valhalla, but yeah, I really couldn't get too much into that one for woke reasons, I guess maybe I don't know. But yeah, the original Vikings though, that was the bomb. But yeah, I think Netflix tried to switch it up a little too much. The Beekeeper, I haven't seen that one yet. Hey Keith, that's all you can do, man. Like you got to roll with the punches. Sometimes that's life. You'll figure it out more and more as you go on. But yeah, I think that's where the saying "pretty good for as good as I can be doing" comes from. Is just damn, I'm still here. And in a lot of cases, that's good enough. But web shooter slings, bushcraft. Sorry, can't stay long. Hope everyone has a great night. Yeah, web shooter. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man. Yeah, we're just Friday night social. We geek out on gear, talk about whatever. Um, until we can get some more content going. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. We always appreciate it. Everybody swinging by. Yeah, if you could hit the like button, we definitely appreciate that as well. We try to push content and stuff over here, but Crystal, can you get one what? Yeah, yeah, chaos. I can't do the Amazon Prime anymore. Ever since they started throwing commercials in there, I'm like, come on, really, man? Like, you're paying for it, and then they nail you with the commercials, man. Like everything's so commercialed out nowadays. It's hard to. Yeah, I'm not a commercial person. I'm not. Nothing ruins a good show more than a commercial. I'll try to get it on DVD or something, or yeah, yeah. Hey, Crystal, how about these? There you go. How's this? How's this for your WEAPON? Yeah, it's gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, some people don't need tools though, Justin, because some people are just tools. I'm already a tool. I don't need a tool. I don't understand that, but I'm sure that's somebody just trolling along. But hey, keep feeding the algorithm. We appreciate it. Thanks for showing up and thanks for being a tool. Yeah, we have tools here. We don't have, the, yeah, priceless for everything else. There's MasterCard, right? There's got to be one in every crowd. So, how's everybody's week? Anybody get out much or do anything? Any new kit? Any new gear? Hikes? Anybody do any fishing or anything? Yeah, I've been yeah, like I said, taking it kind of easy this week. Yeah, there goes the feed. The internet's acting a little crazy this week. Yeah, I'm not sure if they've got faulty wiring or something going on outside. But yeah, it seems like every time we get wet weather, high winds or wet weather, the internet just goes to poo poo soup. Aqua Donkey, how you doing? Oh, yeah, it was all cooked up. Yeah, Aqua Donkey, how you doing? So one of our projects was this the Predator Tools Model 75C, the Crusader. And I had the idea of putting, because it's got that hollow end cap, like the old school stuff. And this is kind of like the perfect digging tool. I've been through a bunch of the cheaper stuff. Um, so that was I was on a quest. Well, where destiny is all. My quest was a quality digging tool that didn't suck, and so I found one, and now I'm just gonna start modifying it and doing all that good stuff. So yeah, we'll make a little bit of room here for a second. So Miss Bushcraft scored these. These are those little toilet Eurotex multi-purpose micro towel. You know those compressed ones? I don't know how she scored them in these little packages though. I think they were meant to be toppers or something, for like retail packaging. I'm not sure what the deal is, but she did score a bunch of these for us. So I'm gonna see if the plan works, because my plan is to throw these in the handle. At least that is the plan. Come out, says a me. Like, yeah, this is over packaging to the extreme. Like one of these little things on here. Whoops. Score. Yeah, so these are the ones you put them in a bit of water or something, they swell up. Yeah, Benjamin, a brick will. Like, what kind of question is that? Dude's probably got more issues than Playboy. That's the thing. Make mental asylums great again. Some people are just beyond therapy. Neil McKenzie, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Hey, Neil, I got your email. I wasn't sure if you needed a response or not, but Thanks for letting me know you got your patches, man. How do you like them? Yeah, high roller, I guess, man. Yeah, if you want cold steel to be the best, cold steel is the best. I don't uh I don't get into a lot of those debates on. I mean, there are definitely knives out there that suck. I think cold steel is weird because cold steel either makes a really awesome product or not so awesome. There's not a lot in the middle from what I've seen with cold steel, but yeah, if cold steel is your thing, that's cool, man. I know some people, a lot of guys in here like TCal. Any TCal fans in here? I know some of you guys are into that. Me personally, I'm still digging my Phobos knife, so that's awesome. There's nothing quite like liking your purchase or being happy with your tools. And yeah, I'm still extremely happy with my Phobos knives. So I'm gonna keep rocking those for quite a while. I mean, these things are made great. They're gonna last me years and years. Pleasant gift. No, pleasant gift. I haven't, but hey, welcome to the Tool Club. What kind of question is that? You're just a special kind of moron, aren't you? Yeah, not Did you field dress something with it? Yeah. What kind of savage do you think I am, running around the woods just offing things? Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But thanks for your contribution to the comment section. Thanks for adding to the algorithm. We appreciate even the morons around here. Sometimes it's just a nonstop moronathon, actually. We get like invaded by trolls. But I want to thank everybody for trolling because if it wasn't for the trolls, we wouldn't have come up with the Troll Hunting Club patches, the FAFO F Around and Find Out division, the Troll Hunting Club, and the ever coveted Troll Sniper tab, for those special kind of moderators. So thank you, trolls, for being your worthless selves, and we have a lot of fun with it. You do a bit of camping and hunting. Oh, you camping and fishing, yeah? I haven't done any fishing in a while. I plan to though. Yeah, man. The thing is, I was just crazy busy skydiving, and unfortunately, that's like consumes a whole boatload of your time. Unfortunately, it's like the seven day a week kind of job. You work seasonally. You got a couple weeks off in between seasons. If you know somebody or you've been around for a while, you can work winters down south. Um, but yeah, and then traveling a lot, paying out of state fishing license fees and all that. Wow, I'm not good at this at all. This is a skill set I never thought I would. Popping little toilet paper tabs out of their excessive packaging is not as simple as it looks, guys. Yeah. And this one time at skydive camp, no kidding. So I think these are great. They're going to be a great addition to the wet wipes. Store these away in the handle is the plan. I think maybe one more. Yeah, this says for digging use only, so you should only be digging with it. I would do whatever. Yeah, Justin. Yeah, you're totally right. But I was thinking in here because I got this thinking, uh, cat holes, Dakota fire holes, things like that. Digging up some fishing bait. Yeah, the outdoor use, but this one has that hollowed out handle. Kapow, right? So you could put these in here like emergency shit tickets. I mean, toilet paper. I like to call them shit tickets. It's kind of like a tax. Every time you poop, you got to pay. It's what all the cool kids are doing. Wow, you could actually stack these bad boys up in there. Might need to grab a couple more. But yeah, I thought this would be, as a backup. You could use, there are those little expandable towelette type things. Yeah, you could fit. Well, I could fit more. Let me grab like 2 or 3 more. And this is waterproof. There's an O-ring on here. It might be hard to see with my amateurish type lighting and stuff. But yeah, there is an O-ring on here. So it is waterproof. You also got the compass in the end there. So let me see if I can open up a couple more of these. Also, these might be good like emergency little fire tinders. I don't know. Maybe we'll burn one tonight and find out what happens. Of course, Miss Bushcraft is there like, they're burning stuff again. No, man, they're not made from hemp. I think they're cotton. Man, this is something to deal with on this though. This packaging here is not kosher. Like, yeah, how many of these are you gonna carry? And the backside of this is just cardboard, right? So if the cardboard gets wet, yeah, that's no good. So yeah, we're gonna transfer these over to the coolness. Yeah, you could fit at least 10 or 12 in here. I would say like 10. Or how many have I got in there so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know. I'd say like 8. You can fit like 8 of those in there. I'm going to throw one more in just for entertainment value, right? Because we don't want to spend all night. Hey, this is the ultimate unboxing video I still haven't done. We're unboxing stuff. Yeah, that's about good. Oh yeah, so you can have a bunch of these pre-done in there. What did I actually end up fitting? 2, 3. Yeah, so I fit 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you can fit 8 of these. You could use these for washing up, whatever you want to do. Rod, yeah, Chaos. This is exactly what we talked about on the phone, man. Actually, no, I fit 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I fit 9. Almost 10, but not quite. So, yeah, emergency shit tickets. So, yeah, these are the ones. Yeah, exactly like we talked about, Chaos. And, yeah, it's all perfectly legal, my man. At least where I live, I don't know. I don't know, maybe where you live, it's not so cool. I don't know. They got some kind of goofy design here. Let me grab a little bit of water real quick so I can expand one of these. We can check it out. Kapow, we got some water. Now, whoops. Forgot. Yeah, you should I'm not sure why I had this in here, but there's a piece of paracord in there. A little Prussic knife, but yeah, we're not gonna need that. So, but yeah, when I'm out camping doing stuff, I usually carry a couple of these. They got all different sizes and stuff. And let it get wet. You can use your Camelback or your water bladder hydration system without being brand specific. And just like squeeze the end and get some water on these. But this is how big yeah, these are you're talk about over branding something, right? Like, do we really need the brand all over there? But yeah, that's what you get there. It is kind of transparent. It's more like almost like a cheesecloth. I bet this would be good for like pre-filtering your water and stuff. If you wanted to pre-filter with that. But yeah, that's pretty good size. And they're not super strong, but they don't have to be. I mean, if you're just going to use it to pay the poop tax, as they say. Yeah, I think the we always got the chat freezing up. It's kind of weird. Like the interwebs have been weird lately. Yeah, one man versus world. Yeah, it's a digging tool. But yeah, I've used some of those small, even the titanium. It's like a sheet of titanium, and they put a couple folds in it, and they call it a digging tool. Or like the aluminum ones, if you hit a rock, or they're just not all that great. I've bought some of the different brands, from the Home Depot or, from the hardware store for digging, and a lot of them just are trash. But these are quality tools. These are used by the military, EOD, and some recovery teams and stuff. It's made by Predator Tools. The owner is George Leshy down in New Jersey, and he hand makes these. It's a mom and pop shop. He's doing the work in the back, and his wife Pam answers the phone, does stuff like that. Great guy. I got the chance to talk to him. Awesome little business, and yeah, I mean this one's a little bit more expensive, but yeah, it's I got a waterproof handle, and I fit 9 of those in there. It was something I've been wanting to do, some emergency ticket things. So yeah, that would be the concept. Is Yeah, this is the deluxe glory cat hole digger. Just getting caught up on the this model here. This is the model 75 CT Crusader, and this one is, I think it's like 85 bucks. Um and they do have a model that doesn't have the handle options, but what fun would that be, right? But yeah, this would be yeah, I think it's beyond digging cat holes. This would be perfect for digging Dakota fire holes, and even if you had like some Dutch oven action going on, the cooking one in the field, the big cast iron one, not when the wife's been bad kind of Dutch oven. But yeah, you could use this for throwing some coals on top of there. It's serrated, so it'll cut through roots and everything. And they do what's called a plug, so you can do, like, if you're doing a Dakota fire hole or something, you can cut like a hole with this, pop the plug out. You could, and it makes putting it all back together a lot easier too. All right, Keith, enjoy your dinner, man. Have a good dinner. Yeah, what did everybody have for dinner tonight? I had ribs and fries. That was my thing. Made a couple racks of ribs, and I had a little bit of leftovers, so I had ribs and fries tonight. But yeah, these things blow up to be pretty big. But yeah, I know they sell these things by like the box and stuff. We just got some because I wanted to fit them in the handle. I think she got like a 20 pack of these, and they all came individually wrapped. Um, which yeah, that's over packaging on a grand scale. Not really sure why they did that like that. Doesn't make a lot of, I don't know. Suppose even if you yeah, where'd those shears go? At minimum, if I were gonna throw this in a pack, I would do the old I'm no gram weenie, but there's no point in carrying around a bunch of stuff you don't need. So yeah, and the card opens, it's almost like it was supposed to be like have a plastic bag underneath and then staple it or something. That's what it seems like it was intended for, but then they just sold them off. But yeah, there's no point in carrying all of that. Yes, the Leatherman Raptor shears cuts cardboard. It's lightweight cardboard at that. But yeah, if I were just going to throw these in a pack or something, I would do a little something like this. Like, cut all that extra stuff off. You don't really need it. And Justin, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Ooh, Bellasiero. I had pasta with nice, nice sushi. I never understood. I hope they should give a discount on sushi. Like they cut out the whole cooking process and still ends up being expensive. Shouldn't it be a little cheaper if you don't have to cook it? I know it's all in the preparation and the novelty and whatnot, but yeah, Red Harbor. I know Bando Picks. Yeah, pretty cool dude. I've been in his live a few. Well, not I've been in the chat, but not like on his live on a few occasions. Yeah, I'll never understand the paying high dollar when it's not even like I don't know. I'm not a sushi fan myself. I've tried it a few times. I don't think it's all that. I mean, it's not horrible by any standards, but um, yeah, I'll take a Texas barbecue over a sushi bar any day of the week, though. Yeah, I would love some pulled pork, some brisket, some smoked sausage. Yeah, good rack of ribs. We're in Harlow. I just spent $40 on sushi and I love it. I don't know why, and I agree it should be cheaper. Yep. Oh, Aqua, you taking off? Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, my man. We'll catch you on the next one. So yeah, we got that, and I finally got some flints for my Exotac Titan Light in the wrong color, and I should have videoed that, man, because that was yeah, I didn't overfill it. I filled it probably about the right amount, but then I threw in it wasn't really catching a spark, so I figured I'd help the fuel get up there a little bit, and I threw some fluid on the wick, but it ran out, and then yeah, it lit up great, but I had my fingers on fire and all that good fancy stuff. But yeah, we got the Exotac Titan Light in the custom extreme limited edition lime green, which was supposed to be olive drab, but yeah, I'm not gonna let that one go anytime soon. Yeah, me too. Like I'm the opposite. Yeah, like sushi's the opposite end. Like I like something that's been smoked and cooked for 12 hours. Um, no, and sushi's the exact opposite. Like, yeah, throw it on the smoker for 12, 14 hours. Like cook a good brisket. Like the complete opposite of sushi, right? But yeah, these things are pretty cool for what they are. They're a little tablet, so I'd say it's about the diameter of like a dime or something. A little bit bigger than a dime. Clearly a lot thicker. Maybe half a dozen dimes stacked. But yeah, then it opens up um, to this, man. I do think they went overboard on the branding, Eurotex, and I think there's a whole bunch of different brands of this, guys. So, whatever brand whatever flavor you prefer, rock out with that. But in the end, you end up with yeah, highly compressible, like stored away shit ticket. And then yeah, I've got some other stuff. Um, but yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at with that one there. Yeah, what else did we have going on? Not too much. We still have some of the patches available if anybody's interested in the patch sets, as well as we still got plenty of the fire tins. I should put that there. Yeah, I'm still working on the candle thing. You just barely missed the cock gobbler. Oh, was he live, Dean? But yeah, Phobos Friday. Still been rocking out the Alaris in the kitchen. Yeah, slicing up some ribs, doing all that good stuff. I gotta get down and dye this. I think that I'll do that like Monday or Tuesday. I'll do that video finally. I think I'm just gonna stick with the red because I already bought it. But yeah, still loving the Alaris knife. The Tier One BC is still by far my favorite. Yeah, this is becoming like my all-time favorite knife. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, how's he doing? I haven't been on YouTube at all much this week, because the missus has been on vacation this week, so I've been trying to spend some quality time with her. And yeah, that's what I've been watching way too much The Last Kingdom. Yeah, you watch too much Last Kingdom when you're like, yeah, I'll just throw the Destiny is all at the end there on my title for tonight's live. DFH, what's happening, my man? How you doing? Good to see you. Lucas Kimber, how you doing? Yeah, if anybody hasn't, go ahead, smash the like button if you could, and help us get the channel out there. The little emojis help out too, but save the super chats for somebody who really, really needs them, because we'd rather earn our money than you know my standpoint on that. Man, that stuff got so much worse this week. B Shady, how you doing, man? So that there's a guy out there with millions of dollars out there doing the digital panhandling, e-begging for money to expand his coffee business, and people mocking him for it. And he's probably wondering why. It's like, man, you got enough money. What are you asking? Like, guy's worth millions of dollars asking people, you know what? We'll say the average person is making 50K a year right now or something. He asking everybody making 50K to pay for his millionaire ass business. Come on, dude. Like, yeah, that digital panhandling, e-begging thing has gotten way out of there, but we'll take some happy little emojis and some, thumbs up, like it, all that cool stuff. We're cool with that. As for the rest of it, yeah, we'll sort that out down the road. I'd rather be broke than be a beggar. LC. Oh, you tore a tendon in your calf, LC? That sucks, man. That would make me dysfunctional. That would absolutely suck. Yeah, man, I've banged up. I'm surprised my legs even still work anymore. I beat the landing gear so hard. Yeah, man, lower extremity. Well, I guess crutches don't make it so bad. At least you can still get around. But yeah, and man, lower extremity, everything like sucks. Man, injuries suck. I guess that's there's my 30, 40 years of knowledge. Yeah, injuries suck. Don't do that. Hurt like hell. I was chasing my neighbor's dog trying to help her, and it cramped up into. Oh, that sucks. Merrick, how you doing, my man? Oh, yeah, man. I don't really have three favorites. I have two. I'm definitely a fan of Spartan Blades. I can side with you on the Spartan Blades for sure, as I have a few. Um, my first favorite though is FOBOS Nice, for operators by operators, owned by Eric Hansen. I got a couple of his knives right here. This is the FOBOS Tier 1 BC. Yeah, this is PVD coated. It's Magna Cut. This one has red G10 liners with double black micarta scales. It's got the bow drill divot there. It's also got a sweet ferro rod notch, which we'll burn some shit with that tonight. Don't worry about that, none. Another one. This is my kitchen knife now. This is the FOBOS Knife Alaris. This is CPM 3V steel. Black G10 liners with ivory micarta scales. With I think I got a little bit of barbecue sauce stain. I might have to clean it up a little. But yeah, this is actually, I'm going to dye these red. Oh yeah, Justin, the Tier 1 BC, man. I'm actually, man, somebody posted one of these on Instagram, and I couldn't help but, yeah, this is my favorite knife of all time. Probably will be for quite a while. I really don't see me needing much beyond this. But I kind of want to get a second one, because if I lost it and couldn't replace it, or if somebody liked it more than I did and it became their property without my permission, if you guys know what I'm kind of beating around the bush about dirty thieves, I should have just said that to start off with. But yeah, yeah, this is great. Like the weight, everything about it I like. choking up on it. And you guys have seen me hit the ferro rod with this thing hundreds of times. So it's a beast on that, and that kind of doesn't need to be there. And this is the Tier 1 Mini that I've been doing the EDC with. Where'd that other ferro rod go? Oh, it's up there. No, when you put some out, you can't remember where it is. The Tier 1 Mini. Love this knife as well. This is CPM 154 CM steel. It's got a 3.5-inch blade on it. This one is orange G10 liners with OD micarta scales. And all the new knives, these are all T25 torque screws. So it's the same thing. It's going to be compatible with a lot of your optics and things like that you would find on your pew-pews and whatnot. So you could diversify the tools. It's also a very common screw for mountain bikes and mountain bike components. So if you're into mountain biking and stuff as well, then that's helpful. And it's Eric Hansen is quite the mountain biker in his day as well. So makes sense. Yeah, Justin, I'm going to go with the red dye just because I've already bought it. Which, this is where I'm a genius, right? Because the big debate was purple or red. Should I do the purple to keep the missus happy, or should I do the red? Because it kind of goes, like we've talked about, in opposite. Because most of my other knives are the red G10 liners with black scales. So the black G10 liners, if I dye this red, that would just be awesome. And I'm also using this, like I said, it's more like a dedicated food knife. But this is a camp knife. You could do whatever. You could baton with it. It's got the bow drill divot, and it does go like through the scale to the metal, so you don't have to worry about cooking your scales. So some of the companies, they'll put the divot just in the scale, but the friction is going to destroy that. So having it go all the way through the metal is kind of important. But yeah, I still got the double stack going on here, the piggyback. I don't know why I called it a double stack. It's one of those, I know what it's called, but I just didn't call it that. But yeah, so that would be my top 2 knife companies. And as far as a third, I'm looking for a third. I think it's going to be TCal because, fortunately, I've got an adequate amount of enablers in the live chats that encourage these things. So, but I've got a few other things I've got to do. I have plenty. I have more knives than what I need. So I'm going to work on a few other things and then get more into the, good evening from the enchanted island of Puerto Rico. Joey the Roach, how you doing, man? Welcome to the chat. Thanks for coming. Thanks for showing up. Yeah, Justin, that would be really cool, actually. That's believe it or not, it's a pretty good color combo. Red, purple, and black. I've designed wingsuits as well as jumpsuits with that color combo. But yeah, so I'd have to go out. I've got the red. I'll have to go out and get the. Maybe we'll make that a field trip tomorrow for the missus and I. We'll go out and get some purple dye. And yeah, I think that would be cool. Yeah, no, I don't custom make knives or anything like that. These are by FOBOS, for operators by operators. FOBOS, depending on who you are, if he's got the time, you can get some custom work done. They're kind of like a mid-tech semi-custom. I do have custom FOBOS knives though, but they're extremely rare. I've got this custom set. A lot of the guys here have seen this. This is the a FOBOS Tier 1 C. I guess you could call it a semi-custom, but Eric Hansen himself made it. This one has a convex grind on it. This is CPM 3V steel. It's 12.25 inches overall, and I kind of got it as a light chopper, kind of all-around large knife. Especially, I stacked it with a Tier 1 Mini. It does have the ferrocium rod notch on top here, which I want to demonstrate that in a minute because that's half the fun. We do enjoy burning stuff on here. This is a Tier 1 Mini Gen 2. And these are acid etched. This is CPM 154 steel. But yeah, this is a custom set. He does on occasion do custom sets, but to be honest, last I knew there's only like 18 custom knives floating around the civilian market. A lot of the custom stuff he does for like tier one guys. Eric Hansen was a 18 Delta Special Forces medic for 22 years. Yeah, I got 18 Delta. Got that right. I don't know. I used to say 18 X-ray or something. I just wasn't familiar with the nomenclature, but it is. It's 18 Delta, and Eric Hansen served for 22 years, and he's been out for a while now. Owns his own knife company. Loves making knives. He does an awesome job at it. So, um, yeah, these are. So yeah, you might be able to get some custom ones from him, but maybe not. Eric, I guess military knife is you could say any of these are military knives, depending on what color you have. He does have different scale options. They do come in PVD or satin finish, and depends on what you're looking for. Yeah, you can get a you can get a buck 110 for about $69. Yeah, I'm not a buck fan. Um, But yeah, I've got some Spartan blades as well. But any of these could be military knives, depending on how you set them up. I mean, they definitely the guy was a Green Beret for 22 years. There's a lot of military function into his designs, as well as survival, bushcraft, things like that. So I guess you could say, yeah, they're all military. Spartan blades are definitely military. Both the owners of Spartan blades are also retired Green Berets. Um, I've got the Spartan Blades Frike, pretty good knife. Nice, thin, streamlined. But I kind of upgraded from here from the Spartan Blades Frike, and I got into the Phobos knives. This is the Calcula, and these are made in S35 VN steel. This one has red G10 liners with carbon fiber scales. It's got the black PVD coating. Comes with Kydex, so whatever you want to do for carry options. If it does come with this removable dangler, and all of these are ambidextrous, so lefty righty doesn't matter. You just switch them over, flip them over, and you're good to go. I only collect production knives since getting custom USA made knives is both expensive and difficult. Yeah, I mean it won't be long before Canada's doing the what UK's got that no ninja tools rules or some crazy thing going on. Yeah, the yeah, Canada's really like yeah, they're taking away all their pew pews and taking away I know there's a ton of stuff we can't like, that won't even ship to Canada. People have tried shipping different folding knives and stuff to Canada, and their customs ends up taking them away. I know a few people that's happened to. But yeah, so I guess depending on what you get for scale options and stuff. And I've talked about it before. A lot of I mean, there's some truth to knife design being specific, but damn, really, I mean, if some maker throws a thing, this is a hunting knife, well, then everybody, it's a hunting knife. But really, I mean, military knife, hunting knife, bushcraft knife, field knife, survival knife. Most of them are just same thing, different name. They've done that to so many different things now, where everything's got to be like damn pronouns. Like they gotta subdivide everything. It can't just be like free climbing. Like level five like climbing. It had to get broken down into trad climbing, sport climbing, bouldering. I mean, I understand the difference between like direct aid, level six climbing, level five, having that separation, but everything's broken down into so many things. Skiing, you can't just go skiing. It's got to be something fancy. You got to be skiing mogul, slalom, giant slalom, back country, cross country, randonnée. Yeah, it's never ending with the breaking down of everything. And I think they've subdivided knives like that so much um, that yeah, it's just kind of like over marketed hype. Yeah, yeah, well, yeah. But and when you look at the statistics, 97% of bladed edge crimes are done with something pulled out of a kitchen knife block. Oh, Lucas, thanks, man. It's more of a functional use. Um, but yeah, here's the same calcula with well, not the same one, obviously, it's a different one, but satin finish. This is red G10 liners with double black micarta scales. um, so yeah, and you could get something different. You could get something. He has a lot of different scale and liner options. So yeah, if you wanted to really military bling it, he does have a like a version that's got like black G10 with OD scales, which I've been trying to get my hands on. But yeah, so this is like, I think the Calcula is probably the best all around EDC light camping kind of knife. Um, Definitely one of my favorites for sure. But yeah, I'll be and that's the whole thing. I'm not a super YouTube field tester guy. I'm just like doing ongoing use, like whatever I would use a knife for. I don't go out of my way to cut cinder blocks in half or frying pans or any of that stuff. Just like real world use is what I'm aiming towards. Yeah, yeah, it's the same thing here. Like, yeah, most of the time it's not done with like somebody's not running around with a $300 Magna Cut outdoorsy kind of knife. It's some crappy Walmart cheap kitchen knife or something. Um, yeah, I've kind of noticed that in the world that that's just the way the cookie crumbles, man. Like but that's just they poke at us. That's why people come in here like, oh look at all those weapons, man. It's like they're not weapons, dude. They're just I do some bushcrafting, some field crafting, some whatever you want to call it. You can call it. I'm kind of tired of trying to label everything. But then if you mislabel something, then people start tweaking like, oh my god, I can't believe you said that. What do I recommend for staff sergeant in the Marine Corps? Um, I would like avoid the reenlistment NCO at all costs. You've apparently failed miserably at that. Yeah, but avoid the reenlistment NCO. Try to duck out. Save up some leave time. Try to get an early out. No, I'm just kidding, man. I guess it depends on what your MOS. Like and I'm not entirely familiar with Marine Corps MOS nomenclature. So yeah, by job, are you like on force recon or are you part of finance? You know what I mean? Field artillery versus MARSOC. Oh, the one I just took off. Oh, I think they're all here. Or oh, which knife? This is most or this that would be I got something on that blade. Oh yeah, that's a digging tool. That's yeah, this isn't even a knife. This is a digging tool. Made by Predator Tools. It's mom and pop shop out of New Jersey. Guy's been making stuff like this for like 30 years and he does an awesome job. Yeah, but this is actually a digging tool. It's got the serrated edge to cut through roots. It's most commonly a lot of people that do metal detecting. This is like a high-end metal detector. But it's also used by military EOD and recovery teams as well. Oh, yeah, man, the most all-around knife for that, I would recommend the Phobos Tier 1 BC. Um, yeah, this is what I would recommend if he's on like an amphibious assault team. And it's definitely get the PVD coating. It's going to help with the corrosion resistance. But yeah, if he's in like combat arms, Marine Corps, Army, Navy, I guess maybe Air Force combat air control guys. But yeah, this Phobos Tier 1 BC, I highly recommend it. And it's gonna come with, let me grab the sheath. This is gonna come with this Kydex sheath. It's ambidextrous, lefty or righty. And yeah, this would be the ticket right here for that. That's what I would recommend. In fact, yeah, if he's amphibious, don't the leather sheath is like an add-on option. I wouldn't do that. He's going to be around salt water and all that nastiness. So yeah, I wouldn't recommend the leather sheath at all. Just the Kydex sheath that it comes with would be perfect. But yeah, you can check it out. I'm not even sure what he has for stock right now, but it's just phobosKnives.com. I don't do affiliate links and stuff, so yeah, I just decided not to partake in that. Oh, yeah, but Joey, this is what I would recommend is yeah, especially this will outperform the K bar 1,000-fold. I'm just getting caught up on the comments and stuff. So I think, yeah, I'll clean up a little bit, get a few things straightened up. We'll rock that ferro rod thing, because that's what we like to do here. But so yeah, anybody get any new kit this week? Oh, Joe, you're welcome, man. And thank your son for his service. We got a lot of veterans here. I'm a veteran myself, Army, but yeah, we do everything we can to support our military guys around here, whether they're active duty or veterans or you know, I definitely try to support like veteran-owned businesses and stuff. That's why a lot of stuff I don't do affiliate links for. Actually, I really don't do affiliate links for anything. I just talk about the gear that I buy or that I enjoy. I don't get too much into that stuff. That's a rabbit hole I don't want to go down, man. I think I've won that battle. The crap offers have definitely slowed down. So I think they finally got my point. Like, yeah, I have no interest in a lot of like stuff out there. So but yeah, things are coming together slowly but surely, guys. Um, Picking up things piece by piece, and yeah, I'm sure it'll pick up as the channel grows. It'll take time, but yeah, man, the weather has got to pick up. The weather has just been poo poo soup lately. I'm just like, really, New Hampshire sucks this year. Like, I don't know if they're really toying with the weather or what the real deal is, but they need to stop all that, man. We are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Yeah, this is the sheath, if you haven't seen it, that comes with the Alaris. Yeah, all his Kydex is solid. It's all, no shaking, no rattling, no rolling, and all that other stuff. There'll be none of that here, lads. Yeah, so we always do the Tier 1 BC. I swear, I am going to get another Tier 1 BC because, man, if I did lose this or something, like I said, if somebody took it away, man, I would not be happy. I think this is going to become my number one knife. Like it's up there in the category with like my Horkos, only better. You know, I like the addition of the the ferro rod notch is a huge deal to me. I love that. It definitely will. You'll see. Some of you guys already know. You're just here for the pyro show. I'm awesome. I can rhyme sometimes. Makes me one of the cool kids. But man, yeah, chaos. I think you guys shipped it up here, man. It's been raining here like 5, 6 days a week for the past 3 weeks. It has been absolutely ridiculous. I'm like, man, and they got like flood warnings, and I'm like, well, cool. Maybe there'll be some cool flooding. I can go get a cool video of that. But no, just the warnings, not even the cool flooding. But I think up here, most of the drainage is pretty. There's not a lot built that's going to get flooded. We would have to have some kind of super floods for it to really do something bad. But yeah, the ferro rod notch here. I almost want to get a Mora or something like that. Like what's one of the good Moras? The Garberg or something. Just so I have a flat 90, just a straight 90-degree spine that I could compare this to. But kapow, there we go. Everybody loves a good fire. Angie Wagner, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. How's your night going? So yeah, that's the and I've been using the Exotac Fire Rod XL. Still going. I don't know. We hit this thing how many times? 50 times, 100 times a week at least. We'll do some fire stuff. What's everybody drinking tonight? I got the monster drink cracking a can going. So yeah, I had my beer drinking days back in the day. I think I'm about done with that completely. No, I have been for a while. Not a big fan anymore. Neil's drinking the cream soda. Kapow. Chaos, have you tried the warm Dr. Pepper? Peachy Keen Monster Zero Sugar. Yeah, I gotta get down, reduce my sugar intake. I don't do too much. Just everybody's got their crutch in the crack can. I mean, the monster drink is my crutch. The missus will tell you that. I love that stuff. I don't know how it happened. But yeah, I love monster drinks. I really do. They're delicious. And I definitely like, even when I was getting Red Bull for free, like I would get, the Red Bull guys would bring us in like a dolly, like, with a dozen cases on there, drop off like 10, 15, 20 cases to us. And I would still just drink the monster drink, just not I guess I'm kind of like a brand loyal guy like that. Yeah, I've tried them all. That import one wasn't too bad. The monster drink, what was it? The assault, that was okay. But yeah, I just find myself going back to the original formula every time. Lucas Kimber, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Oh yeah. Yeah, that just tends to be a thing I do. I tend to just the monster drinks. But yeah, the fire starters are going good. And yeah, these are I'm just burning up some of the prototype ones we had. But yeah, they're great. Yeah, K1, I've been a loyal monster drink drinker for, geez, I don't want to admit how long, probably like 15 years maybe. No, longer than that. I don't know. Longer than 15 years. Yeah, longer than 15 years for sure. Like closer to 20, man. Like when they first came out, they were a bargain. You could get like two or three of them for like $3, or like I don't know, like a case of them was like 18.99 or something. And then they were the 24 ounce versus the 12 ounce, or no, 16 ounce versus 12 ounce or whatever it is with the Red Bull. No, Red Bull was like 8 point something ounces. So it's almost like twice as much for like half the money. Not anymore though. Now they're charging like top dollar for those things. I think a 12 pack is like $22. Like they definitely nail you on that. Oh, my Dr. Pepper, when I put it in the fridge, everybody in the house will drink it. Yeah, that's why you got to have a. I've got a mini fridge in here, so I can hide all my stuff. But yeah, I've done that, man. In fact, oh, back in the day, I somebody kept stealing my beers out of my fridge, so I dumped a bottle of Ipecac in the beer and put the cap back on. I found out who was stealing my beers. I don't recommend. It's probably a bad thing, but no, it's not. No, like stealing somebody's stuff is worse. Like I knew it was there. Like if you weren't stealing my stuff, you wouldn't have that problem now, would you? Gordon, how you doing, man? Yeah, yeah, that's awesome, Gordon. Yeah, if you preset your thing like that, that's a way to notification. But coming in trying to pull people out of somebody's lives isn't really all that kosher, dude. You might want to look up YouTube's terms of service. I don't really understand that, but it is what it is. Yeah, yeah, Lucas. Yeah, controlled areas is, yeah. I also like, but only in controlled safe areas. Yeah, that's true, man. In fact, there's a lot of times I'm out camping, I won't even have a fire because the winds are too high, or it's a piney area, so it's got that root system to it where you can think you put your fire out, but you didn't because it's going through the roots. Um, who does that awesome one? Yeah, who outdoor he's a English lad, TA Outdoors. He has a great video about being like responsible with your fires, and he covers that the subground fire that you think you put everything out but you didn't. So he gets into that. But yeah, don't worry, we're trained professional amateurs here, and we do it by the book. But yeah, the Tier 1 BC and Exotac Fire Rod XL, definitely one of my favorite ways to go. I think it's definitely going to become. It's just going to be part of my permanent bushcraft kit. It's okay, honey. No worries. We're not burning anything at all here. Nothing to see here. Um, how's Judge Judy doing? Oh, I have them all available. I'm doing yeah, I've made them. I've got a bunch. They come in a tin. We're doing them two for $20. Like they're usually like 11, $12 or something per tin, but we're doing a deal like two for 20, and it comes six fire starters in a tin. So yeah, you get two tins. I got to work on figuring out a way to do some refill packs with those as well. Jeremy, how you doing, my man? Oh, hey, Jeremy, you got your giveaway package, right? Just want to check with you on that real quick. Yeah, Gordon, I don't have a link. I'm just doing it direct. So either people can contact me on Instagram. It's the same thing, Bushcraft Rebooted, or the email is bushcraftrebooted@gmail.com. And we're just doing payments through PayPal. I got some, what a Cash App or something, but yeah, mostly PayPal, Cash App. We got Zelle. So, and then, yeah, we're just to try to keep the expenses down. Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, and that was once again, man, that was awesome of you to pass on the O light since you have like a massive collection of them. Thanks again for that, man. That definitely got is that's going to get put in the next giveaway. So how you been, Jeremy? How's life treating you, my man? Yeah, I think yeah, I'm gonna be done probably like 10 o'clock. I've been doing Friday nights at like 2 hours. Because yeah, running those the 8 to 10 hour lives are awesome, but they the math doesn't like most people hang out for like 20 or 30 minutes, which is perfect, you know. Like everybody's got things to do and there's other lives going on all the time. But when you're running like a 10-hour live and people hang out for 20 or 30 minutes, yeah, you get a lot of views, but the average view duration drops down to like 2.5% because, 30 minutes out of 10 hours or so, 20 or 30 minutes. Just working a ton, 65 hours is. Yeah, Jeremy, I'm hoping they pass that thing where they do away with taxes for the overtime for everybody who's doing what you're doing, you know? Like, screw the 40-hour work week. I'm going to do 65. Like, you should get to keep more of that money, not lose more of it. So, oh, that's awesome, Gordon. Yeah, congrats on 2K. That is awesome, man. Yeah, so I've been trying to keep my lives about 2 hours lately. But I don't know how much longer. This week's been easy because, like I said, Miss Bushcraft is on vacation, so we've been doing this and that and spending some quality time watching television shows, whatever, having good dinners. So it's been easy this week, but yeah, next week we're gonna ramp it back up and extend everything. Yeah, yeah, Jeremy, and it would take you no time to double that Olight collection. Yeah, dude, you got to send me a couple pics or something on Instagram of your collection. Even yeah, Mrs. Bushcraft, she sees some of that stuff on what's that app called, Fake Book or something? Because we have one of those Olight memberships as well. But yeah, she's seen some people. They got a couple hundred flashlights and multiple shelves, and it's pretty cool stuff. Kelly Weaver, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. How was your week, my man? Oh yeah, yeah, I got you on that, Jeremy. Yeah, it's scary what's going on with the economy. All the inflation, yeah, I don't know. It's yeah, I hope it pushes the American people in the right direction. That's what I'm genuinely hoping for. To just start being more productive. Like we need more production done here. Like stop, become more self-sufficient, stop relying on everybody else shipping everything to us and making everything to us. Yeah, we could be doing so much better. There's so many people looking for jobs, and what is it in since they started all that, like 90,000 manufacturers have moved overseas, either or out of the country. Some of them went up to Canada, some of them went down to Mexico, tons of them went to China. Um, yeah, Kelly, I've been struggling. I guess it's good though because, like I said, Mrs. Bushcraft has been on vacation this week, so yeah, bad weather. I guess yeah, it sucks, but I didn't have too many. I didn't have really any plans at all this week to do anything other than spend some time with her. We still did a little bit of YouTube stuff here and there. Yeah, she surprised me. She went out and got those tablets, um, the little towel tablets. For those of you just joining the chat, yeah. So this is the Predator Tools Model 75C that we've talked about a few times. Made right in New Jersey, handmade. George Leshy is the owner of Predator Tools. He makes these. And there's no affiliate link. You guys can just find it predatortools.com. But one of my plans was, because this is the Model 75C, the Crusader, is to was to put some of those, like these tablets in the handle, because if you got to dig a cat hole in an emergency, everybody, you got to pay the tax, man, like shit tickets. That's what I always call them, because no job is finished until the paperwork is done. But yeah, these you can wet, and you can just, I've used them before, similar ones, and I just use my Camelback a little bit. They're kind of like great for backup, or, you don't have to necessarily use them as shit tickets. You could use it as like a damp cloth in hot weather to clean up a little bit, knock some of that trail dust off of you. So I got that going. But where'd that thing go? Yeah, they open up to be pretty big. So this little tablet here, I almost feel like the Canadian Prepper. Anybody seen his videos on these things? Like, he gets into it, he's got the affiliate link, and you can buy like a box of 10,000, or you're all set for the zombie apocalypse. But I just want to have them as a backup in the woods or out doing whatever. But that little tablet opens up into this big sheet here. I don't know what the exact dimensions are. Maybe a little over a by, I don't know. Yeah, maybe like 14 by 8 or something. And it's kind of like a shop rag. It's more like a cloth than a paper. Yeah, remote hole punchers are always a good investment. Yeah, Chaos will definitely agree with you on that. Yeah, if you have sleeves, you have TP. Just rip the sleeves off, or but they just don't like do that. Wipe your nose with your sleeve afterwards. That would just be too foul. But yeah, so it's going to get pieced together. I still got to do the Kydex. I've got the pouch. It's going to go on there, but all in due time. It's the evolution. It's progress. Yeah, Bucknut. What did you think of the fire starter tin, man? Yeah, Chaos Theory did a quick little short on those as well as the patches. And yeah, we've still got some of these, the Troll Hunting Club patches, the FAFO division, F around and find out, as well as the Troll Sniper tab. And we're doing these shipped the $20 for a set. So we still got some sets of those going on. Not too many left, but we still got some. But yeah, let me get another little thingy going here. Yeah, like I said, these are some of the prototypes that we did, like leftover the prototypes or testing and stuff. But yeah, these things are great, man. And then I just do it like a little teepee house thing. I do half. I mean, you could cut these down into quarters easily and still get a fire going, especially if you could, depends on what you're comparing them to. A lot of the tinder tabs and stuff we ran, the wet fires I thought were a pretty good fire starter, but they're pretty pricey. Kapow. Oh, right on. Yeah, thanks, Jeremy. Yeah, glad you like them, man. Yeah, I'm always looking for feedback, because if we can improve something, we're going to improve it. That's the parachute rigger in me. The OCD kicking in, like, we could do better. I'm sure we could. Just a little bit better. Still better than not doing better. But yeah, that's what we got going with that. Yeah, like I said, I got the Titan light going up again. It just needed a new flint. So if you don't want to ferro rod it, the Titan light. And then I also like the Exotac fire sleeves. These are pretty good. And yeah, just fits a standard Bic. It's got the little elastomer tab on the back, so it'll hold down the at least it's supposed to. But yeah, I guess a little. It's probably easier if you're not avoiding the fire at the same time. All that good stuff. But yeah. But yeah, so anybody getting out this week or? Oh yeah, yeah. Ground Fog's back in here. So Ground Fog's on Discord. If you want to drop that Ground Fog, your link for Discord, and yeah, people just get together and geek out on all kinds of gear. Not just gear, but gear subjects. I think yeah, that's something maybe we should start working on more conversation. Is not just the gear, but like gear use application. Um, yeah, rather than quality over quantity kind of thing. Fat City, how you doing, my man? Um, yeah, they're relatively. We'll. I still got some water. Not sure if you guys can see that, but there's still some water in here, and yeah, we'll put that in there. It does float. There we go with my amateur video skills. Like, oh yeah, here you guys. Can you see that? Can you see that? No, yeah. Some people just suck at this. Um, yep, but yeah, there we go. Now we got the angle right. We got a little water in there, a little fire starter. But we got to wait until this goes up. But that's still in there, so we'll check that for sure. Yeah, Chaos, I have no clue either, man. I haven't got the slightest clue on who made that. I'm like I said, I'm not like a real knife connoisseur. I mean, I like quality knives, but yeah, I'll never own 300 knives. I'll never have like specs for 300 knives. I don't go that far down that rabbit hole. Like there's so much other gear. Like yeah, just like I like knives. I like everything, but everything in moderation. The right tool for the right job. Yeah, Chaos, if you want, man, you can drop your link in there. That's the thing. These things have got some burn time, so you got to let them go for a second. But yeah, when that one's done, we'll grab the one out of the water, and we'll go ahead and. I'm surprised we didn't do that sooner. Yeah, yeah, Jeremy. I think some of those are just that. I think they're like light utility box openers slash fidget entertainers. Um, Bubba, how you doing? This is my alt account. Okay. So yeah, we still got this in here. We'll what are the YouTube standards for this? You're allowed to shake it off, right? So, but y'all saw it in the cup. You can still see some of the water. I bet you the water is just going to make it sizzle a little bit. So I think after. Kapow, kapow. I don't know why I say that so much. It's just fun to say, you know? Yeah, you can hear the water sizzling and popping a little bit, but it's still burning. So yeah, we just passed the water test. Um yeah, you could easily get a fire going off of this for sure. And that's definitely a nice thing. Yeah, yeah. Well, now we can say all weather or something. How would we infomercial the shit out of that and make it sound good? Like the ultimate all weather extreme survival conditions fire starter. I also love starting. Yeah, we all love starting pies. Pies is good. American Pie, that's changed that world forever. But thanks for playing. Yeah, it was funny, man. Somebody in another live, like, they went over, checked out my channel, and they're like, I don't know, dude, seemed kind of like an infomercial. And I was like, I was so proud of that because y'all know how we like geeking out on infomercials, set it and forget it. So it's kind of like a badge of honor. And the great part is those that have been following the channel, I'm really not interested in selling all kinds of shit. Like I use what I use. I'll talk about it. We'll test it. We'll do all that stuff. But um, yeah, I just the whole yeah, way too many affiliate links, and click the link in the description below. And it's stupid. Does anyone have ideas? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, but we're not going to charge you, 49.95. I know what you're thinking. We're not going to charge you 39.95 either. Nope, no, we're not even going to charge you 29.95. We're slashing prices, and I think that J.C. Penney screwed everybody over by cutting out that penny or that nickel, and we're just going to do 2 for 20, man. 2 for 20 all day long, all week long, all month long. There's no secret super special sale going on. That's just the price you're going to get. Yeah, 3 easy payments. Oh crap. What are those things now? Like people are financing their DoorDash orders and stuff. Anybody in here do that? Be honest, guys. Like who here financed like their Dunkin' Donuts coffee or something? Or yeah, that's that's the new thing now. Like you can finance your DoorDash order. That's just insanity, man. And you pay like bi-weekly or something. And then if it's no interest, but if you miss a payment, then it's like you get the missed payment fee, then they start tacking on interest, and before you know it, your little super fruity frappe latte, went from like 7.95 up to like, it already went up to like 20 something bucks just because you got it through DoorDash. But yeah, you're gonna pay like an insane amount of money because you couldn't get up off your ass and go to Dunkin' Donuts and get your own little fruity frappe latte or whatever it was, or what's that other place? A Starbucks there. um, People lazy or what? Yeah, yeah, it's beyond. It's not just it's gone beyond the sheer laziness. Now it like flows into like economic devastation. Like seriously, if you can't afford to go to like Starbucks and get your little yuppie coffee for 7.95, hey, guess what? You can't afford it, man. You should not be financing your fruity frappe latte or whatever your Sally McSally drink is. Like really? Like I don't. I saw that stuff. This is why sometimes too much internet is bad. Like you gotta watch your internet because I see stuff like that and I'm like, we have reached full insanity. Yeah, yeah. Gordon knows. Yeah, like who wants to spend their money on that shite? Like that's just like when you start paying $7 or $8 a coffee, like because so you can walk around and you know who they are. Like you'll see them out and about. They always have to have the logo facing out. Like look at my little pagan symbol here. Um, I buy my Olites with PayPal, paying for it with my Apple Card. Yeah, 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 Jeremy. But you've got a system going on, and I'm sure you're taking care of it. I'm talking about the people that are like financing their DoorDash order. Like you had to finance a burrito. Who's doing that? There's a lot of people doing it. I guess it's like a younger generational thing. We'll never understand. Most of us are getting to be that age where, like we're trying to make sense of what people are doing. We're like, who the hell finances a burrito? um, yeah, or do the healthy thing and take a bicycle ride. That would be all. I need a new bicycle, but we're gonna get one. We're gonna go for some. I'm gonna ride my broken bicycle. I don't care anymore. I'm just not gonna go ride it in the rain because I just don't see the need anymore. Like I said, I don't mind if I'm already out doing something. Whatever the weather is, the weather is. Yeah, I'm committed. But there's no way I'm going out the door intentionally for like a whole bunch of misery. It just doesn't make sense to me. I used to do it. I've learned better. Oh yeah, Kodiak. That's awesome, man. Yeah. They was renting chickens around here. In fact, it was Mrs. Bushcraft saw it. Like eggs went up to almost $12 a dozen. So there was people renting out chickens. I know it sounds crazy. I can't make this shit up. You can look it up. It was on Facebook and stuff like that. But they were renting out. People were renting out chickens. I guess why not? Hey, if you're financing a burrito, rent your chicken. I mean, and people are wondering why they're broke. They're losing it all to interest payments and stuff. Just buy your own damn chicken. I didn't even. I thought that was like satire or something, some like sarcastic comedy or whatever. But no, that's a legit thing. Like people is renting chickens up here in New Hampshire because egg prices were up to like 11.59 a dozen or something. Uh yeah, but they're not trying to control our food supply. I'm spelling quail eggs for 14 a dozen and eggs for $5 a dozen soon. Yeah, that's the way to go. Yeah, for sure. Keith, I'm gonna. You can't make this shit up. I'd like to trade you a couple goats for a knife. Um, I think the bartering system is gonna come back strong. I think you're gonna see a lot more goats traded for knives in the future. I don't know what I was doing there. I didn't have the angle of the dangle right. But yeah, we got her going. But yeah, that's the thing now. People are actually financing their DoorDash. Who would have thought? Get gold for your goats. Yeah, and what gold is up to what $3,300 an ounce now, somewhere between 3,300, 3,400. And what was it like? Just oh, 10 years ago it was like $1,200. And they're saying it's gonna clear $4,000, maybe somewhere between 4,000, maybe as high as 4,500 by the end of the year. Goats for the knives. That's awesome. How many goats and what kind of knife? I would definitely be willing to trade some goats for some knife. I'll trade a cat for a knife. Anybody want a cat? It's ugly. It's worthless. Doesn't really do anything. But it's a cat. You could maybe I don't know get a small rack of ribs out of it. Appetizer. Goat milk is also a sub for breast milk in a pinch. Cow milk isn't. Plus, cows produce a lot of milk. Yeah. Just getting caught up on the comments here, guys. Yeah, I think more people gotta yeah, just start going to the grocery store. I don't understand this. Like, man, the price markups with the Uber Eats and the DoorDash and stuff like that. Like, it's not even just the delivery cost. Like, they up the menu cost as well, so that there's more money in it for everybody. So, like right off the bat, the menu prices for like DoorDash and stuff are higher, and then you pay the delivery charges and all this other stuff on top of it. So like some like $15 McFatty's meal turns into like $30. More than doubles the price. It'll be like 30, $35 for like 15, $20 worth of food. And it's not even food anymore. Like it's so chemicaled out. It's just nasty stuff. Goat milk straight from the go. Yeah, you can make cheese. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. But yeah, and people don't even do their own grocery shopping anymore. Now tons of people just do the like they pre-order it and have people at the store go grab everything and then you just pick it up and they bring it out to you. Like people don't want to do their own groceries. They don't like yeah, the number of people like what baffles me is like when you've got like young adults that can't even like cut their own chicken. It's true. Right. Yeah, Justin. Yes. um yeah, like the brown cows, that's where chocolate milk comes from, right? Yeah, the education system has failed us. Like that's some crazy stuff. Yeah, what else I got going? Yeah, we definitely got some fires going. Fire, fire, fire. So anybody got anything planned for this weekend? Gordon, you were saying you got some campfire action going outdoors. Anybody else got anything planned, Justin or Jeremy? Yeah, I think one of the best um yeah, like pro meat eaters carnivore type thing was it was a t-shirt that had a cow and it was pooping. It says my food poops on your food, kind of like hacking on the um, just more loot drops in this exactly ground fog right on. Yeah, more loot drops. Yeah, what else did I see on that? Anybody see that short? I think it was a full video that they narrowed down into a short. But dude was giving away free hot dogs against across from like one of those PETA, or not PETA. But yeah, it was like one of those vegan movements, like going against like Tyson Chicken or something. So dude set up a free hot dog stand across the street from their anti-meat protest. That was priceless. No, no, we don't want to. I want to get a dog. Um, I want to get a dog, and then oh, she's got her cat. My dog could use that as a chew toy. Well, what I don't, I'm not sure what we would do with a goat here. Oh, you've been waiting 90 days for a 1911. What model are you getting, Chaos? I mean, like I know 1911, but that's a wide spectrum, man. That's like anywhere from like 500 to 5 grand, depending on who made it. And Brad Lewis. I think we've talked about him before. He was like the master 1911 smith. Like that dude just um made some incredible 1911s. And he didn't just work on 1911s. He used to work on my Berettas as well. So, but yeah, he was famous for his 1911s. Brad Lewis. We got number 2 going. Bounce kaboom. Yeah, these things start awesome. They're just like super great. Super, super great. Goat for a dog. Like you would want me to trade a goat for? I would trade a goat for a dog. Yeah, her cat is fat. It's pretty useless. She can't deny that. And he's got an attitude problem too. Like, oh, he loves her, but he hates me. Like it's been like since day one. He just people eating tasty animals. All my meat comes in the mail, even my fish from wild Alaska. Yeah, that's cool, Gordon. What do you order? Like some what do you order from fish? Just the salmon and stuff, or that's someplace I would love to go to Alaska and do the Alaska experience, but um yeah, you can't do everything in life though. No, no, I want to trade you a goat. I thought you were trying to get rid of a dog. I want a German Shepherd. My meat's come from Seven Brothers from in the mail from Indiana. So they go up there fishing and then yeah, I'll fish from the Baltic Sea. Exactly. As I'm losing everything. Because this one time at Skydive Camp, what could possibly go wrong, right? Yeah, what do we got for comments? Yeah, so when my voice is a little off on Sunday morning, this is usually why. Seven Brothers is about 15 miles from me. Yeah, see, honey, we could get a German Shepherd, and then your cat would have a use because we could make it a chew toy. Every good German Shepherd deserves a chew toy. Yeah, Florida actually. For those that don't know, fun Florida fact: oranges is not its number one export. Florida's number one export is actually beef, and there are tons of cow farms around there. And you can get a great cut of meat in Florida at a good steakhouse for a really reasonable price because of the amount of beef they produce. Which, oh, you're getting your third German Shepherd, man. If I'm not, I don't think they have a breeding program anymore. But one of the best dog kennels for German Shepherds used to be Leerburg kennels. And they, whether you're getting a house dog or like a working canine, yeah, Leerburg kennels used to be that. That's where I got my last German Shepherd, and they were in Wisconsin. Oh yeah, they're geniuses, man. They're a little bit of an attitude problem. There was a couple times I was up north in northern New Hampshire, and it was really cold out. I didn't want to take my dog out with me. I would go hiking every morning, and so I would leave him home or something, and he would just throw a temper tantrum because, well, like, what do you mean we're not going out together, dude? But it was like -10 degrees or something, with it was like 28 with the wind chill, and I'd still go out. That's when the snow's doing that real crunchy crunchy. But yeah, he would get upset. Like he knew what I was doing, but yeah, that's the only time German Shepherds sometimes are a little too smart for their own good. But yeah, awesome dogs. I would highly value a German Shepherd at this point in my life. Yeah, Keith Keith knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, sometimes they're a pain in the butt. Like they're your best friend, but the best friend that won't give you like enough room to breathe. Yeah, sometimes it gets a little overwhelming. I don't know. I don't mind it. I always enjoyed my German Shepherd. Yeah, and the only other time I had a problem with them was I would go up like up north of Berlin. There's this elephant ledge and a couple other another one I would go to, and I would go up there to do some rappelling and climbing and stuff. And one of the times I went to go rappel down, I would leave him at the top off leash. But one time he decided he was going to follow me because it was more like a slopey kind of like ledge that went into more vertical. And as I started rappelling down, my dog comes running out, and I barely caught him. And then I had to like grind my way back up, and it was like, really, dog? Like you just almost ran off a cliff. How stupid are you? But it's all good. Yeah, what do I got? Yeah, Fat City, Fat City, yeah, Chihuahuas. Those, yeah, I think every Chihuahua has a certain amount of like just built-in retardation that makes them think they're like 90 times bigger than what they are. Like they're the tiniest dogs with the biggest attitudes. If I get another dog out. Yeah, the Belgian Malinois. Yeah, those are great dogs as well. Those are high attention dogs as well though. Like a lot like German shepherds. Like you have to work those dogs or they just become miserable and unhappy and then they throw temper tantrums like toddlers. Yeah. Chihuahuas are like they're the comedian of the dog community, they think they're a Malamute or something or yeah, they think they're a whole lot more than what they are. Like somebody needs to tell a Chihuahua, like, hey, just so you're just like you're kind of like a small barking cat. Um, But yeah, that's always been my take on the Chihuahuas. They're just weird like that. Oh, let's just flip this real quick. Keith, are you really trying to get rid of notes? Goats. Once more in English, please. You're really trying to get rid of goats, or what happened? You get a bunch of goats and decide you didn't want them, or are they just running around eating everything like a 1950s cartoon? Kapow. So, but yeah, I'm hoping this weather finally clears out. It's been like a good solid like 2 3 weeks. It's either like crazy winds and all that. Like I want to get out doing some more of the slingshot stuff and get to doing some outdoor videos, but I got to travel a bit for that, and the weather has just not been cooperative at all. Keith, have you considered making like goat cheese or something? I think that's pretty popular. You could make a lot of goat cheese and sell that. Yeah, that one's cooked out. Yeah, some of these got a bit more wax than the others. There we go. Guess I can take that out of there. Keith is coated. Yeah, how does a goat eat a tin can? That's yeah. There's an owl that's like that too. Oh, I forget which owl it is, but there's an owl down south that it does. It sounds like a woman screeching. It'll freak you out the first time you hear it. Like I had to ask people like, is there some kind of critter around here that goes crazy and does stupid stuff? Because that's mind boggling, man. But yeah, goats are weird. Yeah, there's a lot of weird critters out there. But for the most part, I've never really had a problem with like too many animals. It's only when you're going in a common camping place, because then all the local raccoons and little trash bears and stuff like that. Um, yeah, they go to those spots because they're frequently finding food there. So if you do some wild camping and you're off the beaten path, um, it is like way less of a chance of running into wildlife than if you're in a common spot. Yeah, these things cook great. Yeah, in fact, that's when I want to do a video like on like of using like two or three of these with I've got this Pathfinder stove, but I want to put a couple of in there, but I don't want to do it indoors, obviously. Yeah, why not, right? But yeah, I want to see how much it would take to like boil a cup of coffee, or boil a cup of water, make a coffee and stuff. If you can do it just off of these. When goats are babies, they sound like cats. That's just annoying. Pam's cat is or Mrs. Bushcraft there. Her cat's always bitching and moaning and crying and stuff. Like not all the time, but often enough that it's annoying. Mostly when she's not home too, so it makes it sound like I'm just talking poop. But yeah, her cat will like wah wah boo hoo and throw a pity party, and it's just horrible. Like when a dog whines, like I need more attention than I deserve right now. Uh, or yeah, it's just I don't understand it. It is what it is, boys. So it's a screech owl. Yeah, the screech owls. Yeah, yeah, but they literally sound like somebody's getting offed. Or like, yeah, they're just horrible sounding owls. Like the first time I heard them, I was like, "That's." It did. It freaked me out. I mean, like not in a way that like I'm freaked out because there's an animal in there. Because it didn't sound like an animal. It sounded like something bad happening to to a woman. You know, it was like this isn't like and pinpointing the sound and everything. Exactly how far it was crazy. Yeah, it did freak me out, but once I learned what it was, and then I heard it a few more times, you can recognize it. Then it's no bother at all. But yeah, and there's some weird stuff that goes on out there sometimes. It's not all peaches and cream. So yeah, there's the chat's kind of rotated about it. Yeah, the Last Kingdom. Any Last Kingdom viewers in here? I think it's an awesome story. I've been following. Like I said, I'm like maybe like 3 or 4 episodes into the fourth season. It's actually it might even be worth a rewatch. I'm not a big TV fan by any standards. Like actually, I like nothing about television. I don't mind watching something on DVD or if it's commercial free, but man, I am so tired of being marketed to for crap that I don't even want. That just doesn't make any sense. But they market it. That's why I think if they could target their markets better, they could charge less for stuff. You know, they would spend a lot less on marketing and advertising. 43, that's a good bit. You have 43 goats. That's a lot of goats, man. That should get you a couple of knives, maybe a tent. What do you do with the goats, though? Is there a purpose for the goats, Keith? Like, do you milk the goats and stuff, or are they just like a collection of goats? Or is that your way of getting back? Like the old man said, yeah, you got to start mowing the lawn and taking responsibility. So you bought a bunch of goats to trim the lawn. It's like those robot vacuum cleaners. Oh, you eat the goats? That's cool, man. I've had goat before. Goat is delicious. I had a friend of mine. They were from Greece, and this is back in the day. And his parents they would cook goats, and man, it was delicious. They cook lamb as well. Um, but yeah, that was the goats was definitely tasty. I wonder how much of this is still burnable. Sometimes I end up because it's on a flat sheet. Sometimes it doesn't burn all the way up. But yeah, that's awesome. I think you're going to start seeing a lot more of that. But it's weird because I'm seeing stuff on YouTube where they're making like home farming and stuff illegal. Like you can't have a little chicken coop. They don't even want you farming like tomatoes anymore. Some places, like that's just that's ridiculous. Like I think they want everybody dependent on the system. So for those of you that are into prepping and things like that, totally way to go. I'm thinking of live streaming, but I will be voicing a fake horse. His name is Old Rudy. What accent should he speak with? I don't know, man. Just make him sound like the classic Mr. Ed. That's what I would do. I don't know. There might be copyright on that, so yeah, that might be bad advice. Oh, a crazy Russian like the crazy Russian hacker? I had a crazy Russian friend that was a skydiver. Yeah, his name was Alex. We called him Pukin Bukin. Yeah, really good dude. He's a U.S. citizen though, but his family was originally from Russia. Personally, I like to take my time. I'm not rushing. That gets. What am I doing? But Captain, I'm giving her all she's got. I think I got some stuff on there. There we go. Yeah, I think I got some stuff on my knife and didn't even realize it. Yeah, Russians are built different. Yeah, for sure. I won't argue that they're a unique crowd. In a good way, man. I like Russians. I think in general, no matter where you go in the world, the people are good people. I mean, there's shitheads everywhere, no doubt about it. There's the scammers and stuff like that. But in general, the people of the world are good people. It's the politics and other things associated with politics that create the crap that the rest of us have to deal with. But yeah, like I met South Korea. I met people from all over the world in skydiving and stuff. And yeah, and they're just good people, you know. I mean, they're just like the rest of us. We're just trying to get through life as unscathed as we possibly can. Yeah, yeah, they're the ones, man. And that's something I noticed watching the Last Kingdom, man. Like it's always just that core group of people, the kings and stuff like that, the elite nobles, and I don't think it's really changed much. I think it's still the same to this day. I think we're more separated from it than they were like 1,000 years ago. The population was a lot smaller. Um, but yeah, I think that's the same thing going on today. Like they just see us as a way to run the things they want to. Like we finance all the stupid shit they want to do. Like the U.S. government's perfect at that, and that's why I like following the Doge stuff because it really shows us just how much of this crap they're wasting. Like the $20 million in whatever Iran or Iraq or whatever, so that they could have a Sesame Street too. Like that's not my. I don't see that as a U.S. problem. $50 million in condoms to Gaza. Like I don't see how that's really our problem. Ukraine versus Russia. Once again, not our problem. Like the U.S. finances the majority of the UN, and we're not even on that continent. But somehow it's our responsibility to finance that. And now we've got Pakistan and India decided to, hey, let's be assholes too. I don't know what's going on over there, and I don't care. You know what? Because once again, it's not our problem. Maybe that's a Gen X mentality of the Gen X. Like I just don't give a shit. Just leave me out of your nonsense. So maybe it's part of that. Like Gen X, we genuinely don't care. But yeah, yeah, term. It's interesting because yeah, social media has connected a lot of people. Like I got a friend in Ireland that thanks to the internet, like I can afford to talk to. Like I had friends in England back in whatever, like 80, 88, 89, 90, stuff like that. I was in high school. I had friends in England, but it wasn't economically viable to talk to them more than like every other month for a little while. An international call was expensive, but now we can jump on the internet and talk on the internet for endless amounts of times for no additional fee. Um, oh, Gordon, what are we looking up? I'm not sure. Maybe you had a text or comment that didn't go through. I just got to look it up. Or and we got the double text from Keith, or the double message. It repeated. Yeah, the internet's weird, but yeah. So in that aspect, it draws the world closer together. But yet, when you go out locally, people are just antisocial now. They're so used to hiding behind their screens, that like the social thing, and people are just brainwashed into it, man. Like, I would be teaching like a ground school for tandems, you know. So we're gonna take you on a tandem skydive, and you can have an effect on everything that happens on this skydive. So it's very important that they listen. And instead of listening about the skydive that they're going to go on, they're like on Tweaker or on Fake Book and thumbs going away. And I'm trying to explain to them the emergency procedures should we have a main parachute malfunction. But they're too busy, like, doing selfies and posting and stuff. And yeah, weird, man. I can't. I get to the point I just, when I would start the class, I would just be like, look, at no point will you need your cell phone. You can't have it. So you can either lock it up in your car, lock it in your glove box, or you can drop it off at the manifest, the front desk, and they'll hold on to it for you. But you will not need your phone for this. And no, you can't record anything and blah blah blah. Um, all right, Keith, thanks for hanging out, man. We'll catch you later, dude. But yeah, so in that aspect, yeah, it's weird the way the internet's like changed the way we do things, even shopping and stuff, brick and mortar stores. That's I try to support like small businesses as much as possible through YouTube, for that reason. And yeah, even stuff that we do, we try to do as much as we can locally and keep the brick and mortar stores open because you shouldn't have to mail order everything. So that's pretty interesting. There we go. We got it going. I think I got some wax and stuff messing around on this, and that's where my technical difficulties are coming. So I might just wrap it up after this one, and yeah, we'll do some more fire stuff next time. But yeah, so try not to get wax on your forever rod. But yeah, Keith, have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out. We definitely appreciate you, dude. Um, what else have we got going? Just about this and that. So yeah, I think in that aspect, yeah, it's done good, but it's done bad. It's totally changed the way people shop, the way people do everything. I mean, it's kind of a little bit. I think it's part of the whole. They want the digital economy, and that way they control all the money. You can't have cash and stash in your house. Like, man, there's I don't. Has anybody seen the shorts and stuff where people in England go to pay for cash and they're like, we don't accept cash anymore. I've run into a few places like that where, yeah, I was doing some arborist work, disaster relief stuff in West Deptford, New Jersey, and because their computer was down, they couldn't sell us anything. We're like, look, we'll just pay cash. I don't even care about the change. I just want some beverages and stuff to work with. Yeah, of course, I was getting like some water and monster drinks and some snacks, and they wouldn't sell it to us because their little scan it system was down. So I'm like, really? Like, like add it up real quick. This is how much it's, 17 bucks. I'll just give you 20. Don't worry about it, like whatever. And there was a few of us in there shopping, but no, they sent us packing. I'm like, why'd you even let us in here in the first place? That doesn't make any sense. Um, oh yeah, yeah, Gordon, yeah, feminism, how it's destroying our society. Yeah, I completely agree. Yeah, we got into a talk about that like a week or two ago, and how that they're always preaching toxic masculinity, but now I think it's actually completely reversed. And the whole the reward for divorcing men, like, oh, what is it, like 84% of divorces are filed by women, and it's all due to the no fault divorce. Now I agree with the no fault divorce. I mean, if she's not happy, there's no point in making her stick around and keep you miserable. But if it is a no fault divorce, then it's not my fault, so she shouldn't get half of my shit. Um, she should get to leave because I don't want anybody sticking around that's just going to be miserable. But yeah, if they're filing under a no fault divorce, then they should get no stuff with it. Like it's more like, and then they're wondering why people aren't getting married anymore. Of course, people aren't going to get married anymore. If one party is rewarded for breaching the contract, what good is that contract? Just doesn't make any sense. Dakota Kid. Oh yeah, we're careful's my middle name. No, it's not, man. Yeah, we're fine. We got everything under control. I got some water. I got a little thing going here. Yeah, I'm not really all that worried about it. We've tested this probably more than a few hundred times already. But yeah, we're careful with it. We're trained professional amateurs. Um, no, no, man, we're we I no, I'm not using the fire to stay warm. No, I'm just they're little fire starters that I made. Actually, we made them these right here. Focus Sesame. And yeah, they're just cotton rounds that are have a an accelerant and wax, that kind of thing, and they're for like starting campfires or your fireplace at home or something like that. But yeah, it's something that we worked on the channel. Like, came up with a few different common recipes, and we put them all to the test and made all that. Oh, Neil, you taking off, man? All right, Neil, thanks for hanging out, man. We definitely appreciate you, brother. Yeah, no, man, I've got it, everything in moderation. Yeah, I've been burning stuff since I was a kid, but campfires and stuff, I have no reason to cause anybody. Yeah, arson is not cool. So, no worries there, my man. Shelly, how you doing? Welcome to the chat. Yeah, man, I'm not yeah, I don't need to go to like yeah, arson anonymous or something. No need for a 12-step program. Yeah, we're all in check. Self discipline is a thing that I've learned and I maintain. And like I said, I know there's some pyro arson maniacs out there, but I assure you, I'm just a pyro, not an arson. Well, yeah, maybe he was just hungry, man. I'm not worried about. Yeah, that's funny. That is funny though. COD Narco, how you doing, man? Is that COD is in Call of Duty? Official Jesus Christ. Yeah, man, I'm on the wrong side of the continent, and I've got no interest in ever visiting California again. I've been to California, and it was the first place in this country I've ever been that had coin operated showers. And it was at that point I realized I was going to take care of business. I had to go to Lake Elsinore in Lodi, California, and then I got the hell out of California. So yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, definitely not responsible for that. That's one hell of an accusation. What is it, Gorky Kings? Yeah, Dakota Kid. I don't think Florida's not nearly as bad as California. I've spent a lot of time in Florida, and Florida is like anti-criminal though, which is not judge, sheriff. What's his name? Chaos. There, you know who I'm talking about. Um, wow, I've been out of Florida for a few years. I think I'm forgetting everything. Polk County, the sheriff there in Polk County, Florida, he does a lot of videos that are funny. Um, yeah, yeah, Grady Judd. Yeah, he's one of the few sheriffs that when you test out your hole puncher on an invader, thanks for helping us out with our job. Like, that's yeah, he definitely he. But if you're a law abiding citizen down there, they'll leave you alone. But yeah, Florida don't mess around when it comes to stupid. At least not in Polk County. Polk County does not play around. What's the best cornerback and wide receiver matchup? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm a grown ass man. I don't watch kids games. Yeah, Fat he's got common sense and he's not, not into that woke trash. This whole rewarding criminals and punishing good people is gotten old hat. And people are fed up with it. People are really noticing it and speaking up about it. I, for one, I would love to. Yeah, that whole yeah, the fentanyl Floyd days are over. Yeah, George Fentanyl Floyd and stuff like that. Now we got that new one, that kid there raising, six, $700,000 for being turd. Garden tool? No, it's not. It's like a garden tool on the gear on the sauce. Can you say steroids on YouTube? It is a Predator Tools Model 75 hand digging tool. It's yeah, Predator Tools is owned by George Leshy. He's the designer and maker of it. Um, and yeah, it's used a lot by metal detecting people that are using that thing aggressively all the time, as well as military EOD and recovery teams. Great tool. Yeah. But Bob is like for boring shit. Oh, the MLB, the stickball game where they hit the ball with a stick and run around the circle. I don't know, man. I just think when there's that much money involved, and there's a lot of accusations with the NFL, the NBA, the MLB, that when there's that much money involved, a lot of it's rigged. Like rigged, like Mike Tyson against like a little internet boy there. What's his name there? Found myself. Yeah, Jake Paul. Yeah. So when there's, when the second place guy is getting $20 million and stuff, yeah, like that was, he just did another fight too that they showed. He was giving a hand signal to the guy, and then next punch, the guy dropped his guard. He was an MMA guy or something. I just saw a thing on that, but yeah, and then there's just something about like grown men that are walking around with some other grown man's jersey on, like just not digging it. Yeah, yeah, no thanks. I'm football, all that. No, because there's better things to do besides sit on the couch and watch somebody else play a game. In fact, when everybody else was watching people play games, I went out and did real stuff. So yeah, I'm just not into it. I don't promote any of those professional sports. I don't think that anybody playing a child's game should get paid $30 million for a 2 or 3 year contract. I think it's absurd because all that gets reflected into the ticket prices. So all that glorified crap, like you're just supporting more crap. Like to pay thousands of dollars to watch some grown men play a child's game is just kind of like doesn't make any sense to me. Um, and most of them they can't handle the stuff that I'll do. So oh, football so dangerous. No, they're just a bunch of sissies. Look at all those pads they got to wear. Like they got tons of pads, and they're like, oh no, I might get hurt. Like, whatever, sissy. Jump out of airplanes. Give that a shot. Yeah, yeah. People work their ass off to enjoy a moment, and it ain't worth $30 million, dude. Pollywog, what's happening, man? How you doing, brother? Yeah, yeah. Fire is way more dangerous than football. How old are you, my man? Like, thanks, Captain Obvious. Yeah, yeah, fire, but this is not dangerous. I don't know where you're trying to take, it, man, but either way, you know what? Football, basketball, baseball, softball, they all take one ball. My sports take two. Yeah, so yeah, as a former professional skydiver, I'm gonna say that the NFL guys are a bunch of sissies. I'm gonna say that the MLB guys are a bunch of sissies, and we're not even gonna get into the Pro Tour golf sissies because their shoes is way too pretty to say they're working hard. I know it's a game of strategy and precision, but as far as sports go, I don't really consider most of that stuff like they're stuff like Pop Warner. It's entertaining for kids, but they've gotten so competitive that they ruin the kids' games. Hey, so I wouldn't even survive in an NFL game. You know what's funny is I would survive in an NFL game because What are they going to? They're going to hit me. I'm going to fall down. I'm going to get taken out of the game. But you know what is a fact is those NFL sissies wouldn't survive one skydive. They couldn't jump out of an airplane, and I can. So yeah, I'm going to call the NFL a bunch of sissies. Yeah, they can come out wingsuiting with me. How about that? Like any NFL guy that can survive a wingsuit jump with him, I'll go head to head to him in his little foosball game. um, is there martial arts for skydiving? That's like the ultimate superhero fight. Unless you're running. Wow, man. See, and that's the other thing I don't like about the professional sports is it brings in fanaticism and the length and degree that people go to watch this crap is mind-boggling. Like watch one of those compilations of people freaking out because their sissy foosball team lost a game. How many TVs have been destroyed over like their favorite team losing? That's fanaticism. That's psychotic. That's not right. And that's why I'm not a fan of it. And there ain't no jersey on the planet worth no $250 or some little piece of 2 inch by 3 inch cardboard with somebody's picture on it. That's worth 15 grand. Like these grown ass like man child like Pokemon addicts. Those guys like the scalpers and stuff going out there having fights in front of some like Pokemon machine. Like what makes a little piece of cardboard worth thousands of dollars because a bunch of grown ass men refuse to grow up and try manhood? You going to jump soon, Bushcraft? Wingsuit? No, Polywog. I'm fully done with skydiving. I've got no interest in going back to it. I'm gonna do the YouTube thing all the time now. Yeah, yeah, and they should be. I would love to like get a whole bunch of Pokemon cards and burn them, and then watch all the fanatics freaking out. Oh my God, you burned up a choo choo peeky woo woo. Like, yo, you know how much that card was worth? Yeah, dude, like half a penny, a fraction of a penny at most. And it's your obsessed fanaticism that adds any kind of freak value to it. Yeah, yeah, the Super Bowl, that's not rigged either, right? Like I used to be a huge advocate for cycling. Like I love cycling. I used to love the Tour de France, but once I found out that all the losers who ride the Tour de France are a bunch, they're all using the PEDs, the performance enhancing drugs. They're blood doping and taking steroids and stacking this with that, and they're not really performing at a human level, much like those NFL sissies that are stacked out on steroids and stuff. Yeah, no respect for that stuff whatsoever. Well, that's cool, man. If you want to be a linebacker in football, you might want to get on that. I can tell you that as a professional athlete, it takes an absurd amount of time, effort, and money to obtain those goals, and that only a minute percentage of them will ever make it, dude. Um, yeah, like if that's your goal, man, go after it. Doesn't matter what I have to say. Like destiny is all, right? Burning Pokemon's card. Yeah, everything is a perceived value system. If you can't break it, then learn to use it to your own ends, right? That's a stupid hypothetical thing. Would I rather see somebody throw their life away on drugs, or and the fact of the matter is both are going to happen because if somebody's going to be a professional, you did say, yeah, in pro sports, most of the pro sports are so drug enhanced that it's the same difference, man. They're just, and instead of going wasted on Kensington Street in Philly on smack or something, the professional linebacker has his heart explode when he's 28 years old because he stacked the trend with the super sauce and yeah, so it's the same difference, man. Like look at pro bodybuilding. Yeah, they're all a bunch of roid freaks and they're all dying young. The human body can't differentiate between excess body mass, whether it's fat or muscle. Your heart is only designed to support a certain amount of body weight. So even though you're muscle, the steroid freaks are dying just as much, if not more often, than people that are clinically obese. Yeah, polywog. I don't want to contribute to that though. No, man, living a real world, like having real world standards, like having a family, raising kids with morals and ethics and things like that. And yeah, the American people are to blame for it. Whoever's paying thousands of dollars for those tickets to watch somebody play a game for an hour and a half or an hour, they're equally to blame. They've made it unaffordable, like the good old fashioned pastime, the all American pastime of baseball. Like, who can actually afford those tickets nowadays? Um, you sissy nation. Yeah, yeah, man, and we're heading right there too because everybody's so damn woke. Like everybody falls for that. Oh, it's toxic masculinity, or like who fires like the number of people that can't even cut their own dinner with a steak knife now that claim to be adults is mind-boggling. Like, what are they calling it? Extended adolescence. But yeah, man, I think it's fair to say. Um, yeah, I don't agree with a lot of that stuff. I think it's over glorified. It falls under fanaticism. People are. Yeah, man, it is what it is, dude. Where'd I put the rest of those? But yeah, man. Also, I come from a world of rock climbing and whitewater kayaking and skydiving and base jumping, and I did that stuff professionally for pretty much my entire adult life up until the government screwed me out of it. And we don't make no $30 million a year. I can take you on the most exciting thing in the world, and I'm not going to make $30 million a year. I'm going to make about 120,000. And it takes more time and effort and money to do it. And I risk my life every single time. Every single time you skydive, you are risking your life. Anybody who tells you otherwise is lying. But for some reason, that isn't worth as much as a man standing behind another man with his hands in his crotch saying, "Hut, hut, hut," the foosball. So yeah, I tend to look at those sports as sissy sports because I know professional rock climbers, professional skydivers that are happy if they can pay their bills and stuff. They're not greedy people. But everybody needs to make a living doing what they're doing. Baba, hi. I would actually, yeah, no, I mean he can say what he hasn't really said anything all that unless I missed something and something got deleted. But yeah, for the most part, I mean I really don't care. I mean that's the whole thing. That's your First Amendment right there. You can have your opinion about how great like mainstream athletes are, and I can say that they're a bunch of overpaid sissies. Most of them are crybabies. A twisted ankle, and you got to take half the season off, but you still get paid. Come on now. I know a guy that had a heart opening. It impacted, broke two of his vertebrae. He had one of those halos on, and he couldn't even collect unemployment because we get subcontracted and we work under a 1099. So yeah, he couldn't even collect unemployment, even though he literally broke his neck off a heart opening skydiving. And so, but yeah, man, those foosball boys, yeah, they're making some money for playing a child's game. That's where it all starts. Yeah, yeah, you're right, man, and I hope they do because the sports betting. I mean, that's not a healthy thing to be doing. I mean, people get sucked into that lifestyle. They get addicted to it. They're looking for that rush of the win, and yeah, I think most of it's rigged. Like it's not even just my opinion; it's a majority. When like the Tyson fight, Tyson and Jake Paul. Yeah, Tyson got $20 million for not winning a fight. Why take a beating if you don't have to? And what did Jake Paul get, like twice as much, or he got like 40 or 50 million or something? Like, sorry, man, Jake Paul nor Mike Tyson is worth that tens of millions of dollars. And all also that Yeah, their whole thing was to entertain us, but all they did was rob everybody. Look at it from its proper perspective. They tricked everybody into believing they was really going to fight. And then, yeah, everybody will agree that fight was thrown. It was faked. It was whatever you want to call it, but it wasn't real. That's what it wasn't. And how much of our money did they walk away with? But people are still going to fall for that crap. Yeah, well, that's like, well, then don't watch fights anymore. I mean, if you do, watch some amateur stuff. People that are really contending for it. The second you get into something and there's tens of millions of dollars involved in our modern society, you know it's corrupt. I mean, like even like I really want to have faith in the government, but I don't because they're a bunch of crooked, corrupt politicians. I mean, yeah, if anybody's going to spare time, look up Operation Northwoods. That was back in like 1961, 62. Go ahead, look that up, and then think if your government's really vying for you. And I don't know, to the best of my knowledge, our government wasn't as messed up then as it is now. And then you're going to try to tell me that 9/11 wasn't planned. Yeah, there's just way too much corrupt stuff going on. Well, Isa, it's not my fault that you're that sensitive, man. Like, don't take it personally. Like, you can call it whatever you want. I can call it whatever I want, and that's First Amendment, man. Like, I don't know what to tell you about that. You're gonna get pissed off because I think the NFL is a bunch of sissies. Well, then check yourself, man. Like, maybe looking at a little bit of anger management. Maybe I don't know. But if you're that into it, man, then what are you doing here? Go find yourself some NFL sissy chat room where they can talk about like cuddling and snuggling with the little foosball all day long. Like, and why they got to wear so many pads? Like go find those answers, man. Yeah, and I respect your opinion too, man. And that's what the First Amendment's all about. And if the First Amendment doesn't work out, we have the Second. Just kidding. Kind of, sort of. But no, really. Yeah, it's just my opinion, man. And I worked in professional skydiving for, like I said, up until 2020, from 1993 until 2020. And I never made anywhere near what those guys make. And I risked my life 15, 20 times a day sometimes. And more responsible for all that stuff than, yeah, man. I've seen more people bounce and explode and worse things happen also that they can pay their mortgage and stuff. Yeah, see, Miss Bushcraft, like she likes that stuff. She's heard all my crap. Trust me, I have my own opinions. Like, I just find it like mind-boggling that people that risk their life 15 or 20 times a day legitimately risk their life, to entertain others. We're barely worth six figures a year, but some sissy wearing a bunch of sissy pads is making $10 million a season for running around on a fake lawn. Like, and then and then it really cracks me up because these guys run 20 yards and then they got to sit on the sideline with an oxygen mask on their face for 20 minutes. It's like a minute per yard that they ran or something. Like, what kind of professional athlete can't run 20 or 30 yards without sucking down on oxygen? No way. Yeah, if you think the Second Amendment destroyed the U.S., man, you need to. Wow, dude, that couldn't be further from the truth. It's the only thing that's maintaining your freedom still. Ask any of these other countries that have lost all their firearms rights. Look at what happened in Australia. Check it out, man. What was it, late 80s, early 90s? Australia disarmed the entire public. And what happened is all their crime rates went up by like 300, 400% because nobody had anything to worry about anymore. One of the things that makes our country, besides geography, impossible to attack is any invading army doesn't know which window they're going to be shot at from. They don't have to worry about just the army in this country. They got to worry about every American that supports the 2A and believes in America. So yeah, saying that the Second Amendment ruined the U.S. That's about the most uneducated comment I've heard in a week. Cry baby. It's the coaches take the players out when they want to still play. Yeah. Yeah, because they can only play for a few minutes at a time. They're masters of stamina. Or oh, anybody see that? What is it? Sam Bankman Freud or whatever that dude scammed the Bitcoin, and Tom Bitch Pants Brady lost like $850 million. Oh, I laughed so hard. What kind of greedy bastard has $850 million and then invests it because they need even more than $850 million? Like I celebrated when Tom Bitch Pants Brady lost all that money. You greedy bastard. I wonder if he gets tagged in this somehow. Like if somehow they let Tom Brady know, like, hey, this Bushcraft Rebooted dude is calling you Tom Bitch Pants Brady because you lost $850 million being a greedy bastard investing into Bitcoin. And I find it hysterical. And as much as I don't agree with theft and loss and stuff like that, but that type of greed deserves to be rewarded for that. Yeah, destiny is all. Yeah, yeah, it's what they like. Is it illegal to goon in public? I don't know what your definition is, but I think if you have to ask, you probably don't want to. Yeah. Yeah, there usually is, man. Yeah, there's like the dry season in Florida. Sometimes it runs a bit longer though. Um, but yeah, it'll come back, I think, for sure. I don't know. We're getting so much rain here. I don't think yeah, there's going to be no drought here for sure. Yeah. Asa, how old are you, man? Because you're coming across us. There you go. You got the boot, Sally McSally. I guess somebody knew more than what I did and got rid of you. Man, 2 points for ground fog. But yeah, that dude is something special, special. Well, I hope he has good luck in his foosball career, and he'll probably end up with hemorrhoids or something. But that's cool. Whatever. But anyhow, guys. Oh, you're Asa. You're 15 years old. That explains why you're so ignorant. Hey, yeah, ground fog. Just perma boot that kid. This is supposed to be like 18 plus. No wonder why you're not making any sense. You're one of those uneducated super Gen Z tards. Like, yeah, you're done for, dude. God, I can't believe I just had that conversation with it. Dude, go to your dad and tell him you deserve a spanking for being stupid. Like, I'm not gonna ruin your dreams, kid, but get real, dude. Yeah, yeah, Pollywog. It's like Mike Tyson says. Social media has gotten people way too comfortable with being disrespectful and not having the consequences of getting punched in the mouth for it. He's one of them. Spit an example of it. Kid can hardly wipe his own ass by modern standards. You gonna sit here and tell him, oh, whatever. Go play your Sally McSally games. Yeah, it's whatever. I don't care. He can They are. They need to yeah. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, he's being a little punk, but it is what it is, man. I kind of want to feel bad for some of them because they've been handed a short stick in life, for sure. They definitely drew a short straw. But man, they're just so cocky and arrogant and full of themselves because they live in a consequence free world that yeah, they're just always acting the fool, and yeah, there's no consequences for it. Yeah, when most of us grew up, the adults here, we grew up in fear of adults because we didn't want to get grounded, we didn't want to get punished, stuff like that. But this younger generation has no respect because there's no consequences for their shit. Because the government stepped in and, like not only do they not have to answer to adults, but I mean how they're, like you're 18 years old and you can't buy a beer or do there, there's a whole bunch of stuff you can't do. But they're trying to pass it so that, your 10 or 12-year-old can go to the school guidance counselor and get put on like puberty blockers without the parents' permission. That's how far it's gone. But no, you got to be 18 to get a tattoo because that's a permanent decision. But you can go get your junk chopped off or when you're 12, and that's okay. Like that's the kind of delusional mental retardation, like on a stupid political scale that we've been dealing with. And that right there is a good exalt. Like man, I don't know, man. When I was 15, I would never consider talking to an adult like that. Right, polywog, yeah, or like, yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, it is what it is, man. They're just gonna we're I don't know. I don't know, but I'm glad I'm not gonna be around, because that's just how long life lasts. When these 15-year-olds and stuff are becoming like, when they get into politics, they start making decisions because they're completely delusional with reality. They really are. It's like yeah, that's one of the downsides of social media. Random adventures. What's happening, my man? How you doing tonight? How goes it with you? I think I'm gonna do one more, and then we might start wrapping it up, guys. That is I am not good at telling time, am I? So that's what happens. We get into BSing, which it's all good and fine and dandy, but then I lose track of time, and it's like, oh, we're like 3 hours into this now. Doing good. That's awesome. Bung hero. What kind of name is Bung Hero? It's like some Beavis and Butt. Bung Holio. Bung Holio. I'm here. I'm here. Hoggy, how you doing, my man? How's life treating you? Oh yeah, yeah. Some people are beyond. They're batshit crazy, man, or shite, bad shite crazy. That way, there. Maybe the algorithm didn't pick it up. But if I called someone a goon, it would be like, yeah, man. Egan Spangler, what are you talking? That never happened to me, dude. That's what's going on in modern society. I don't want to hear about that shit. Like, that shit shouldn't even exist. In fact, the people that suggest things like that, they should be locked up. Like if you're a grown adult of like sane, logical, rational mental capabilities, and you're suggesting that 12-year-olds can do that without parental permission and stuff, is yeah, they should be put in an asylum and not treated well. And likewise, the not not every parent's a good parent, and if a parent's okay with stuff like that, then they definitely need a head shrink as well. Oh yeah, yeah. We were talking about how wrong it is, and how is it? You have to be 18 to get a tattoo, but you can be 10 or 12 and go to the guidance counselor and get hormone pills and stuff like that, like without parental permission. Because yeah, we had some little geek in here trolling us. And it's like, yeah, that's why, because, they need to make parenting illegal again. And that's why you got mouthy 15-year-olds that come into live chats, and, it's the whole internet tough guy thing, and they don't have to deal with any consequences because there's no way for me to reach through the screen. And, like Mike Tyson said, the internet has made people way too comfortable and with being disrespectful and not getting punched in the mouth for it. And that's where that came from. Like, make parenting legal again, but they seem to take it more away than anything else. All right. Well, I'm not going to have a heated debate because apparently you can, and you're going to tell me of what authority. I don't know, man. I'm going based off of what I hear and what they talk about. So, but yeah, later, Hoggy. Yeah, we're going to wrap it up pretty soon, anyhow, because I just seem to be attracting the wrong crowd tonight. And I don't really like having these conversations because, hey, when you woke, you're woke, and I'm just tired of that shit. I'm tired of the whole DEI shit, the CRT shit, all this. You have to accept my pronouns. I don't give a shit what your pronouns are. In fact, fortunately, the government did something smart, and we now only have to recognize him and her, he and she. Males and females are the only two recognized fucking genders, sexes we have to deal with. So the rest of you can go pump sand. We don't really give a shit. Yeah, we don't really care, man. But yeah, yeah, that's something you don't mention publicly, my man. Like, um, yeah, nobody really cares what you're doing in that aspect. Don't even know why. Like, y'all are so needy for attention, and that's a problem. It really is. Where's the damn delete button here? Egan, yeah, man, like just drop the subject. I don't want to hear any more of that shit. And yeah, man, I'm tired of the check it out at freakshow.com. Like, done with that. Yeah, you know what? You guys can just leave, man. You're not welcome here anymore. So if any moderators are still left here, a bunch of little fucking punks come in here talking all your shit, and then we give your opinion. You just decide to be an even bigger punk. Like, yeah, kind of tired of that crap. Yeah, yeah, Egon, you came in halfway through the conversation. I tried to clarify it for you. If you still don't understand, here's me personally telling you to fuck off. Like, simple as that, dude. Like, y'all a bunch of dirty, good for nothing little Gen Z punks come in here running your freaking mouths, thinking you know everything. You're woke ass trash. And, yeah. Yeah, yeah, did you read the thing when you came in here? It doesn't matter. You know what? If I don't like you, I can tell you to fuck off. Done, yeah. I like how they have always got all the answers, but they always talking the most amount of shit trying to stir people up. And I guarantee you, if he were in front of me, he wouldn't be running his mouth like that. Hey Ryan, this isn't a kids channel. It's 18 plus. This is adult conversations. Kids don't belong here, much like they don't belong in a bar. That's just the way it works too. So you and your little buddies can tuddaloo. Yeah, yeah. Typically, we this is why we stick to talking about like outdoor camping and bushcraft and stuff because, and yeah, once again, run your mouth on the internet, you little fucking punk. Yeah, there's no, yeah, right, exactly. Chaos. It's mostly Gen X guys, and yeah, it is what it is. Whatever. And I think one of the biggest complaints we have is yeah, they need to make parenting legal again because most of these little punks should have gotten a backhand back in the day. Yeah, I got rid of most of them. Thanks, Ground Fog and Chaos Theory for watching out on that as well. Yeah, and that's the problem. You try to give people the benefit of the doubt and let them stick around, and all they do is coax you into their woke ass trash shit. And that's just the way it works out all the time, I guess. So yeah, I think I'm gonna rewrite that little intro paragraph you get in, clarify a few things for people. Because yeah, I know they got that little pop up when they show up here, but yet they go against it every time anyhow. And yeah, yeah, and once yeah, I don't know, dirty trolls. I guess I guess that's something. That's another. While we're talking about negative aspects of the social media interwebs, is yeah, sick and tired of the trolling, the little turd birds. Um, but yeah, guys, I was gonna wrap this up at 2 hours. We're coming up on three. Definitely gonna do it again Sunday morning. And yeah, I don't know. I might throw something up tomorrow as well. We'll see how tomorrow goes. But I'm gonna call it a night for now, and move on from this. But for those of you guys that are always here, thanks for hanging out. And yeah, sorry about well, there's not much I can do about it. I think I'm just gonna be a little bit quicker. Yeah, the second people start bringing up politics, or I don't know. Maybe I should go down that road because I see a lot of channels doing well, and they don't have to leave the comfort of their home. So maybe like yeah, who's that dude? Oh, there's a lot of them, man. Maybe it'll be the Salty Cracker 2.0 or Heavy Duty Country. He's a pretty cool dude too. Yeah, and they seem to. Yeah, yeah. Maybe I will go down that road. Who knows? Anything's possible. But yeah, maybe if enough of us, rather than avoiding it, and I think that's something I see a lot in the outdoor and the knife community and the slingshot community, and um, a lot of they always avoid the politics. But the fact is it's a part of our life, and if we're going to deal with it, we're going to deal with it. So I'm not sure, maybe to a certain degree, just shutting them down, or I don't know. I don't know, but maybe more people need to start speaking up about this shit. Because I, for one, I'm tired of it. It's beyond ridiculous. Um, but yeah, it is what it is, I guess. But anyhow, guys, yeah, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you on the next one. Next one's gonna be like I said, maybe I'll do something tomorrow, maybe not. Maybe I'll do something in a few hours. Maybe I'll get a hair across up my ass and I'll need to vent. But hey, that's the real world talking, not a bunch of little sissies. But anyhow, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for hanging out. We'll catch you on the next one. Um, but yeah, guys, be well. Yeah, destiny is all, right?